What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the Ball Don't Lie podcast. And in today's video, we're going to be covering uh, the preseason games. We already covered the first wave in our previous episode. We're going to be covering the next wave that happened. We're not going to be going into depth for each game like we did last time, though, because last time we only had to talk about 6 games, and now we have to talk about like 18. So what we decided to do instead was there are only 3 of us on the show right now, and what we're going to be doing is each of us are going to be giving our 5 players that have caught our eye that we've been impressed with. I know it's only preseason; you can call this like overreactions, um, but just 5 players that we wanted to show love to. Um, yeah, we'll just get right into it. We got a couple games as well for later, but yeah, let's just get right into it. And I'm going to start off with my first player. I feel like someone else has him on this list, on their list, but I wanted to put him on there because he is coming back from an injury and he has absolutely been proving why I chose him as one of my MVP picks, and that's Stephen Curry. I think that Stephen Curry is it's so good to see him back. Just he looks like he hasn't even like skipped a beat. Like um he played a couple preseason games. I don't want to put guys that only played one preseason game because it is just one game, but Stephen Curry has played, I think, a couple now, and he's looked good in both of them. And being the MVP conversation is just about whether his team can win games. Um, the Warriors team is actually a lot deeper than I thought when I'm watching them because they have a lot of guys like Marquise Chris had like 17 points, and so they got a lot of guys who can just play their role on that team. So I really like that team, and Steph Curry has been doing his thing.
Um, I have for my first player that I thought did pretty well during the preseason is Patrick Williams for the Chicago Bulls. I thought he had his first start yesterday, and I thought he did pretty impressive. He's shown he has the versatility to guard all 4 positions. Well, the 1 through 4 on the court, and he's got a nice jumper. Looks like he knows how to like control himself, and he's like poised, and that's what being a rookie, you're supposed to show poise and that you're ready for the bright lights. And Patrick Williams is looking like that type of guy. Again, it's preseason, can't overreact, but just looks really nice overall so far. Let's hope he can keep that up in the regular season.
I mean, the last thing I want to do is overreact, but my first pick here is also actually going to be Patrick Williams. You said most of the things, but he's been playing really, really good. At least that's what I think. Rookie, I'm forgetting where he came out of, but was the 4th overall pick. FSU was, yeah, that's right, FSU. He was the 4th overall pick, a surprise to many, but he's kind of been living up to the hype. Denny Avdija was expected to go, and he's playing decent. But definitely Patrick Williams has been playing really good in this preseason.
All right, well, my second guy is actually a teammate of Patrick Williams, Kobe White, who actually exploded last night when against the Thunder. He had a really, really big third quarter. I was kicking myself because I traded Kobe White away in fantasy for LaMelo, and now I'm regretting that deal a lot. But it is only preseason, but we'll see. I just want to shout him out because he's doing a very good job on the Bulls. Kobe White can score the ball. Like a lot of people knew that he can score the ball coming out of college. It's just he's doing the other things right as well, and he's scoring at a higher level this year than he was last year.
Yeah, Kobe White played pretty impressive yesterday. But my second player that's impressed me was also on the court in Oklahoma yesterday, and that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We put a mantle on Shai saying that he's going to be by himself, and he pretty much dominated in the first quarter. He pretty much showed he can score the ball. I know Al Horford ended up with the most points in the game for the Thunder, but Shai showed he can put the ball on the floor and score well, which is what he's going to have to do for Oklahoma. Obviously, they're not going to be a playoff team, but he showed some good promise yesterday, and I think he'll be a borderline all-star this year.
Yeah, well, with my second pick, my second player here, I have back-to-back rookies, and it's going to be Isaac Okoro. I think that he played really good. We know that game winner that he hit, or the and one game winner for the Cavs, and I think that he's been playing really good. And we all were surprised again with the fourth and fifth pick. I think most people thought it would be Obi Toppin, but definitely surprise pick there. But he's been playing good again. It's only been what 2, 3, maybe even one. I'm pretty sure it's been 2 preseason games, but he has been playing good in those preseason games. So I'm hoping that the 5th overall pick here lives up to the hype.
All right, so I actually had Isaac Okoro on my list as well, but I kind of figured that someone else would have him. So I'm gonna move on to my backup, my sixth guy that I came with because I kind of knew Isaac Okoro was gonna be taken. So I have RJ Barrett. I think RJ. Um, I was not impressed with him last year, but this year, at least in the preseason, he's showing me that he can take that next step. Obviously, like a lot of that is due to the amount of minutes that he's playing. Like Thibodeau is playing him 36 minutes, which is insane for a preseason game, but he's making the most of those minutes, and um, he's showing me that like he has potential to live up to that third overall pick hype. Like last year, I didn't think he was a third overall pick, but I mean he's shown that he can take that jump, so I'm pretty impressed with him.
So my third player that impressed me this so far this preseason, I have to show some love. Peyton Pritchard played a really good game on Tuesday. I know it's just one game, but I'm just really I'm just glad that the Celtics have a point guard that can light it from deep. He's got the touch. He can score from anywhere on the floor. He had some nice assists. Um, pass the ball around. And he's just super competitive. Like if you just watch him, but again, preseason can't come to conclusions. But I'm just really excited to see Peyton Pritchard, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna play a lot of minutes considering Kemba's gonna be out for the first month, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
Well, my third guy here is going to go to a guy that Tay just said. I'm pretty sure Kobe White. He started yesterday's game. I'm not sure if he started both games. But I'm pretty sure he started at least one, and he did really good. I think that we all expect Kobe White to do good because um of course he's going to be the starting point guard this season. So I'm expecting big things from him alongside Markkinen and Levine with a new coach. Also like Otto Porter and guys like that. But um, I definitely think that Kobe White will take a huge jump. He was drafted 5th overall last season, and the Bulls did the 4th this season. And with the arrival of Patrick Williams, I also had him as my first player. I think that both of those players should do good this season, but mainly Kobe White he got the experience in his first year. I think that he'll be taking that huge leap in the next season, and especially at that first year of starting point guard.
All right, my fourth guy is someone that I definitely know none of you guys have, and that's Josh Richardson. I think last night he had a great game. Was it last night? It might have been the night before. No,
It's
yeah, it wasn't last night.
nights ago.
Okay, yeah, it was a couple nights ago. But he had a great game against the Bucks. 23 points. He even he showed that like that Seth Curry deal was pretty worth it. Josh Richardson has always been like a pretty underrated player to me. He won Player of the Month in Miami and in Philly. Um, and I'm just happy to see that he's successful, and I think he'll complement Luka Doncic really well, especially defensively. He's going to be a big part of why the Mavericks are pretty successful this year.
So my next player, I'm pretty sure either of you might have him, but Taylor Horton Tucker. Oh my goodness gracious. I didn't watch either of his games, but either of his 3 games that he played in, but Lakers fans are hyping the hell out of him. Like holy smokes. But we saw him do it against the Rockets in the playoffs. He had like one game where he played pretty well. But he looks pretty good. But if he can be a rotational player for LeBron, I mean that'll be enough for him. I mean, like that's all he's got to do on that team. But he played pretty well. But again, I don't know if he's going to get that type of minutes with Caruso on the floor as well. So, I mean, we'll see. But overall, a solid 3 games from THT.
Well, I do have Taylor Horton Tucker later, but the guy that I have now is it's also Steph Curry. I think like Suha said at first, he's coming off of that injury, and I think he got right back to it. He was I don't think in that first game he was making every oh my bad. I don't think in that first game he was making every shot, but definitely making a couple threes, getting those handles straight, and doing what Steph Curry does. And I think that this season he will be back to his original stance, and I mean maybe not an MVP type season, especially coming off that injury, but you've no Clay, so I think that he should be taking a big step up. And I definitely expect a big season for him.
All right, I mean, I was gonna say Taylor Horton Tucker, but it looks like you guys both have him. And I didn't really want to put this player on here because I knew that I was gonna get called biased, but I mean, it was like my second backup option, so I'm putting Tyler Hero on here. Had a quiet 17 points. Did have to go to the locker room in like the third quarter and didn't return for the rest of the game, but it looks like he's fine now. But he was easily the Heat's best player against the Pelicans. And I know we lost that game, but he was really impressive to me because his ball handling was he improved his ball handling a lot. Like I could see that. Like he was able to get past guys like Ingram, who were very good defenders. Finishing has improved a lot too. And he was thought to be like a shooter, like a catch and shoot guy. But I mean, he's really added to his arsenal. I'm very impressed by him, and it just makes me more resolute on the fact that I would be reluctant to give him up in any trade. But maybe that's just me overreacting. But Tyler Hero had a very good game against the Pelicans.
So I think this is our 5th player. My last player, I think I have to mention it. John Wall has been, coming off a terrible injury. He's looked really good in these last 3 games. I'm sorry, they've played 3 games, right? Or is it 2? I'm not sure, but they played 3, yeah. The Bulls have looked sorry, not the Bulls. The Rockets have with John Wall, he's back to his explosive self, and I'm really glad to see that. And I'm glad he's back on the court. It's been a while since we've seen John Wall, and it's good to see him on the court. But he's looked really explosive, and that's why he's in my top 5. Most impressed from his preseason. But again, we'll have to see what he does in the regular season.
Well, of course, I am saving the best for last year. Taylor Horton Tucker has been putting on a show for the Lakers this preseason. We know that LeBron, AD, Schroeder, Gasol, all those guys didn't play in that first game, and THT took over. And then even with LeBron and AD playing, he was still putting up Showtime highlights. I don't know if you saw, but he made like that no look, like upside up, like over the top layup, something like that, something crazy like that. But he's been putting on a show. Now I'm not really sure if he's going to be getting as much minutes as this preseason because it's preseason, and LeBron, AD are going to be getting 30-something minutes per game. Caruso is going to be back. Kuzma is going to be playing. So, but maybe, I mean, if Taylor Horton Tucker is like one of your worst players and he's still putting on a show, the future is bright for the Lakers, even post LeBron era.
Okay, sounds good. Now we're going to be moving on to our game, which is we have a couple of games actually today. We're going to start off with the first one, which is ranking the top 15 players that have yet to make a playoff appearance in their career so far. A lot of these guys are pretty young. Like that should be a clue. They're not veterans whatsoever. Um, And yeah, we'll just get right into it. I'm gonna be giving you guys hints. We'll go from 15 through 1. And I'll give you guys hints as to like, and you guys can just guess the players. So the first guy that we have is someone who is a Western Conference player and is a power forward. And he is he last year was his rookie year, so he's about to start his second year.
Eric Pascal.
No, it's not Eric Pascal.
You said power forward, and it's a non-playoff team, right? Oh wait, that has
Last
to be
year, yeah.
Zion.
Zion is not. Zion is higher on this list for sure. This is number 15.
Non-playoff.
You said number 15 on the ESPN ranking list.
It was CBS Sports. It wasn't ESPN.
Wait,
but yes,
wait.
number 15.
What about Jaren Jackson Jr.?
No, but Jaren Jackson is very close.
Brandon Clark, then.
Yeah, it is Brandon Clark.
Yeah.
All right. Do you mind telling us whether it's a playoff team or not?
No, they're all non-playoff teams.
No, because they never made the playoffs in their career.
Okay, got it. My bad.
Yeah. So okay, yeah. So yeah, Brandon Clark was the first player. Whether you guys agree with this ranking or not, we'll talk about later because I think you guys have to see like who's above him, right? If you agree with 15.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So we'll move on to 14. 14 is a player that is another Western Conference player, small forward. What I was last year his rookie. I don't know if last year was his rookie year, but I think it was either his rookie year or second year. I'm about to look it up real quick.
You said Western Conference?
He got drafted in 2018, so it was his second year last year. And yes, Western Conference player, small forward.
Michael Porter Jr.
The playoff team.
Yeah, Michael. Yeah, he made the playoffs.
So he was drafted 2 seasons ago. This upcoming is his 3rd season.
Yeah. Their team has made like a pretty big move this offseason.
John Collins?
You said Western.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, John
that's
Collins.
who made a big splash this offseason? Ooh.
A lot of people are projecting this team to be in the playoffs. I think all of us on our like rankings. I don't know if Hudson. Yeah, Hudson.
Rui
You were there for that.
No. That's way off.
We all said they would be a playoff team.
Ooh.
Wiggins.
Oh, not Wiggins. Wiggins has been in the league longer.
Oh, never mind.
He was drafted in 2018.
Wiggins made the playoffs too with the Timberwolves.
Oh yeah, he did.
That's true.
Yikes.
This team is in the Pacific Division. So think like a team like California, Arizona. What else is in the Pacific Division? I think that's it. Oh, Oregon.
Okay, no. Okay.
No, Oregon's
So
Northwest.
the only 2 teams, Suns. Oh, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
You think Mikal Bridges is better than Brandon Clark?
I think so.
You know
what? Way better defender.
I mean, honestly, yeah, Mikal Bridges is a good defender, but like, with Jay Crowder and Chris Paul and Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton back, I think that he's going to be getting. Like, I do expect a good season from him, but not. I don't think as much as Brandon Clark, especially with Jaren Jackson Jr. out. So I'm gonna kind of disagree with that.
Okay, number 13 is someone that has been in a lot of trade rumors. Another Western Conference team, shooting guard.
James Harden.
Harden made the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's not James Harden.
So he's a shooting guard in the Western that hasn't made the playoffs.
Yeah, and he's been in a lot of trade rumors. He's elite at like one thing.
DeRozan's made the playoffs. Never mind.
So like whether it's like defense, shooting, like scoring, like
all right.
he's very elite at one certain thing. He's a specialist. at like either defense, shooting, or whatever, rebounding.
Yeah, Buddy Hield, right?
Yes, Buddy Hield.
Yeah.
It is. Oh, I
This
was
is on
thinking
fire.
of it, and
Hield.
I
Buddy
thought
Hield's a shooter, man.
Buddy Hield won the 3-point contest. Was it this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
he
won the
did win it
3-point
this year,
contest.
actually. Yeah.
All right. Next we got a power forward, Western Conference. He actually moved from an Eastern Conference team to a Western Conference team this offseason.
He's a
The
power
power
forward. He
forward.
said moved from Eastern to
Yeah.
Western.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Jay Crowder.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh wow, that was quick.
No,
Wait,
Yeah,
Jay
Crowder made
Crowder
the
does
finals.
this?
Oh no, Jay Crowder made the finals, bro.
Yeah, it's not Jay Crowder. Western Conference power forward. Moved
He
from
moved
East
from
to
an
West.
Yeah, he moved from an Eastern Conference team. Ended up getting paid. He's. I'm trying to see his contract. I don't know his contract. It was something 27 million. Man.
27
I think 3
million.
years. 3 years, 27 million. Not 27
Wait,
per
Okay.
year.
so it wasn't Jay Crowder.
Oh, Jay Crowder made the finals.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Oh yeah, we're still on non-playoff teams.
This whole list is on a non-playoff team.
Gallinari, because Gallinari moved from West to East, and he also made the
Christian
playoff.
Wood.
Yes, Christian Wood.
Yeah.
Christian Wood. Ah.
His contract's 3 years, 41 million, isn't it? It's in
Yeah,
27.
yeah, that's what it is. It's like
It's 27. Oh no, it was 27, and then they had to like restructure it because I remember like he was like not yet signed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Like he signed a contract, and then he was like looking for other contracts, and then he officially signed.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So it
On,
was 27, then it was 41.
Yeah.
Okay, next we have Eastern Conference power forward. I'm trying to think. He's I don't know. Eastern Conference power forward is he's a very high flyer.
John Collins.
Yeah, Sean Collins.
Yeah.
Oh,
As
I
soon as you said high
John.
flyer, that was a dead giveaway.
I don't know what else to say for John Collins.
That was a good pick.
Okay, so it's let's like 15 through 11. Do you guys agree? Brandon Clark, Mikal Bridges, Buddy Hield, Christian Wood, John Collins.
I would say okay.
I would say so until I hear the top 10.
Okay. We're on number 10 right now, and number 10 is someone who's a Western Conference center, played in a preseason game last night. Was drafted I think 2 years ago.
Ooh,
DeAndre Ayton.
Definitely he was DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah. So DeAndre Ayton at 9. That's kind of low. I don't know.
10.
Until I hear the top 8.
No, he's at 10.
Oh, he's at 10? Jeez.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta hear the top 8 or 9.
Okay, number 9 is I think okay, yeah, number 9 is a shin guard who recently signed with an Eastern Conference team from a Western Conference team. He's probably the oldest out of like everyone on this list.
Dwayne Wade.
What?
That's it. All right. So Eastern went from west to east.
West to east. Yeah.
Is it you said he was a shooting guard, right?
Shooting guard, overseas player. He's not from the US.
Overseas. It's not Avery Bradley.
He won the Rising Stars like MVP once.
Miles
in his
Bridges.
life.
No. Was it not Miles Bridges?
No.
Miles Bridges
Bridges
stayed with
is on the same team.
He moved from
Didn't
west
he
to
win
east.
Didn't
Their
he win the
team is like
Rising Stars?
it's the team that he's moved to is like they made like significant moves in this offseason as well. Like some people like think they're gonna be a playoff team. I think a couple of us projected them to be a playoff team. But they're on like the cusp.
Bogdanovich?
Yes, Bogdanovich.
Oh
Yeah, it's
shoot!
Bogdanovich. I don't know if Bogdanovich is over Aiton.
I don't know. Yeah,
Is
that's kind of.
Bogdanovich that old? Is Bogdanovich
He's like
that old?
27.
23.
He's,
Oh,
he's
28 isn't. I mean,
28. Yeah,
yeah.
he's 28.
I mean, yeah.
He's not like
I guess he's
old, but he's
one
like
of the older
he's
ones
the
on the
oldest of like
team.
everyone on this list.
yeah.
All right.
You think Bogdanovich is better than John Collins? Because
No,
I'm
see
not
that.
really sure of you.
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
I
This
don't
list is
think
kind of
so.
sketchy.
All right, number 8 is someone that we've like talked about his teammate. So like his teammate is on this list, but we've already talked about him. So he's anywhere from 9 through 15, and he's a power forward. And was selected 2 years ago.
What a conference?
Oh, Jaren Jackson
But
Jr.
yeah, Jaren Jackson.
Oh, that's right, because we got Brandon Clark before.
Yeah,
I
we did
think
get
Jaren Jackson at 8 is respectable, unless like. I know. I think it's respectable.
Okay, number 7. I think this is pretty low, but we'll see. Number 7 is someone who's a shooting guard on a obviously non-playoff team. Eastern Conference was how old is he? He's not super young or anything. He's 25. So yeah, he's not like he wasn't like he was like recently drafted,
Bradley
but
Beal. No, Bradley Beal's made the playoffs. No. Um.
he was selected in the 2014 draft, and the team that he's on is his second team right now.
What do you mean the second team? Oh, like his second team
Yeah, his second team.
is West or East?
East.
East. Ooh.
He was in All-Star conversations last year.
All right.
Zach Levine.
Yeah, Zach Levine.
Dude. Oh no.
I think that's
Okay.
low. I think that's low.
Depending on the top 6, this might be a little low.
But here's the 6.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot that he was on the Timberwolves. That's right, with Jimmy Butler, or not with him, but he got traded for him.
Yeah.
Okay, this is number 6. Okay, yeah, number 6 is someone who's also okay. I don't know how to say it. Okay, he was a rookie last year, and he's a point guard. Top 5 pick.
John Morant.
Yes, it's John Morant.
All right, nice.
Okay. All right. I need to hear 5 through 1. This is a little sketchy.
Okay,
Yeah.
5 is another point guard. Western Conference team. Was he a top 5? I think he was a top 5 pick, or if he wasn't, he's probably 6. But he
Cody
wasn't
White.
like he was.
No, I'm stupid. I'm stupid.
Yeah,
In which year?
he was a top 5 pick in 2017.
Ooh, 2017.
Oh, De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox was number 5.
Fox over Levine?
CBS
And-
is always wrong.
I think Levine is better than Fox and Morant.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think Morant's better than Fox.
I don't know about that.
Oh.
Maybe he might be. I don't know. I think it's very close between them.
Morant will be in like by mid season to next season.
Fox signed a max, bro.
Yeah, I know, but John Morant would have easily signed a max if he was a free agent.
He wasn't a free agent. De'Aaron Fox wasn't. He just signed an extension.
He was a restricted free agent.
I think
He
defensively,
signed an
Fox
extension.
takes.
My bad.
Okay, but yeah, let's move on to 4 through 1. This is where it gets really interesting because I think this guy should be higher as well. Small forward, recently signed a contract. And he was an all-star last year. But he was an all-star last year.
Recently signed a contract with a different team or the same team?
Same team, Western Conference. Extension. He signed an extension.
Small forward.
I think he was on our like power forward list, but like for some reason they have him listed as a small forward here. But
So small
Brandon
forward
Ingram.
slash.
Yes, Brandon Ingram.
Oh, that's a
I
good.
think Brandon Ingram's top three, bro. Because if I'm looking at this top three right now, we'll get into the third one right now, but I think Brandon
Yeah.
Ingram is definitely top three.
Go ahead.
Yeah, number three is a point guard, Eastern Conference team, All-Star starter last year.
Trae Young.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
that
was
was a
gonna
dead
say.
giveaway. Everybody else on the Eastern Conference All-Star team made the playoff, except for Trae Young.
Basically.
Okay. Number two is very crazy to me.
Hold on,
I think
before you say it, it's Zion, right?
it is Zion.
Yeah.
I don't know how they
I
have.
had a feeling it was gonna happen soon.
I don't
And
know
then
how
that
they have
means one
Zion
has to
over
be like,
Ingram. Okay, yeah, number one. Yeah, we'll talk about number one, then we'll talk about the list in general. Number one, shooting guard, Western Conference team, All-Star
Devin
last
Booker.
year. Yeah, Devin Booker. Which I
Okay,
think
this list is
Wow.
oh my, how is Zion 2? That makes
I
no
think
sense.
Zion should be like
4 or 5.
I put Zion at 5, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he should be above
So I
Ingram.
think Zach Levine is 4. I think Zach Levine is higher than Fox,
Yeah.
Ja, and Zion.
I don't know how that makes no sense.
All right, we'll move on to the second game. Yeah, let's move on to the second game. And in this game, we got ranking the top 15 players under 25. Under 23, not 25. Sorry, under 23. So at number 15, we have someone who burst on the scene last year in the playoffs.
Jamal Murray?
So
Michael Porter
he's
Jr.
no. He was hold on. Yeah, he's a second year player this year. He was a lottery pick
Tyler Hero.
last year. Yeah, which I think is low when I'm looking
Hero
at
should be
14.
number one.
Wait, you said under 23? Does 23 count?
23 counts.
Okay, then I already know who else is going to be on this list. All right, go ahead.
One sec. Yeah, I'm just gonna mention quickly that Houston is engaging in talks about like a James Harden deal with several playoff caliber teams in both conferences, according to Woj. I'm just gonna put that out quickly, but yeah, we can continue.
Okay. Wait, okay. Before we move on, this list was like actually like 23 players. So, but we're not gonna do all 23 because that'll take a lot of time. So I'm gonna tell you guys all the 23 to 16. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So 23 they had Markel Fultz. 22 they had Rui Hachimura. 21 RJ Barrett. 20 Mitchell Robinson. 19 Lonzo Ball. 18 Jonathan Isaac. 17 Jared Allen. 16 Colin Sexton.
That's all right. That's
All
not.
right. Yeah. No, like extreme.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah, nothing extreme. This is actually from like NBA.com, so I wouldn't expect
Yeah.
them to put extreme out there. Number 14, I think Tyler Hero should be above this guy, but maybe that's my bias kicking in. Small forward on a playoff team last year. He's an NBA champion. He's an NBA champion. So think about it, NBA champion who's 23 or under and was on a playoff team last year.
OG Anunoby?
Yeah, I think Tyler Hero is better than him.
That's a really good
man.
pick, but
I don't know.
I
I
mean,
might take
listen,
OG. I think
we
he's
had
gonna
this
take defense.
I remember that having this conversation with Darian and like a cut like 3 maybe like 4 months ago, and I'm thinking maybe Tyler Hero right now due to the lack of defense, or not really like lack of defense, but OG Anunoby's a good defensive player, of course. So maybe like in a cup, maybe like honestly, I'm not really
I think
sure.
Colin Sexton's better than both of them.
Oh.
Colin
I
Sexton
don't
averaged
know
21
about
points
Colin
last year.
Sexton. The thing about Colin Sexton is he's on a non-playoff team, and like
Yeah, I don't think that's his fault though.
It's not, but like he's putting up these types of stats on a non-playoff team. Come on, man.
I guess, yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess. I think, yeah. I just like Colin Sexton. Okay, 13. I think this is also like really low. 13. We talked about him on the last list, so he was like the last game that we did. He was on this list. A Western Conference center who is a second year player. This or no, third year.
Aiton.
Yeah, I think that's low for Aiton. We'll have
Well,
to
no,
see.
actually, I think it's appropriate.
I think he's better than number 12. That's why.
Okay.
And number 12 is small forward for a playoff team. His team had a great run last year, Western Conference.
Michael Porter Jr.?
Yep.
No way. No way they put MPJ over Aiton.
Wow.
They did. They did. Bro.
Oh
MPJ.
boy.
I think MPJ is worse than OG Anunoby, Tyler Hero, DeAndre, maybe even Colin Sexton.
Okay, the thing about MPJ has potential. We're
He has
not
potential, but right now he only averaged like 9 points.
Yeah, we're not accounting for potential. We're accounting for right now. So
I get. They said that it's because he did good in the bubble. That's why.
I mean, I guess sure.
11 is a player that we also talked about. Power forward, Eastern Conference, on a non-playoff team.
John Collins.
Yeah, John Collins.
So how is John Collins above Aiton on this list? But
yeah, Aiden was above him last time. It was only one spot. I think it's. Oh no. I think.
lists.
Oh no. I don't know. I think John Collins and Aiden are very close. We'll go through the next ones pretty quick. Number 10. We have someone that we also talked about last time, Western Conference power forward. On a non-playoff team.
Ingram.
And no, not Ingram.
Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, Jaren Jackson. Is that respectable or?
Yeah, I say it kind of is.
Yeah.
Okay, 9. We didn't talk about this guy at all. Because he did make the playoffs. We talked about him. He was on one of someone's preseason top 5 like players to watch. He was on one of those players. One of your guys' lists. He's a shooting guard.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, baby.
Yeah, it is Shai.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking of my list. I forgot about his. Yeah.
Shai's a stud. Shai's a stud. He deserves to be.
Shai's a stud. Number 8 is someone that we also talked about in this video. Point guard, Western Conference, recently signed an extension.
Fox.
Yep, Fox.
De'Aaron Fox. Yeah.
Okay, I would take Shai over Fox.
I
would take Shai over Fox.
I'd give the edge to Fox. Okay, number 7. We talked about this guy last time as well in the last list. Second year this year. And he's a power forward, Western Conference. He was very high last time.
You mind repeating that quickly?
Yeah. He's a power forward, Western Conference team. Yeah, Zion.
Zion. He's
So
gonna
Zion
be
at 7.
on every single list.
I think Zion at 7 is more respectable.
Then Zion at like 3, yeah, of course.
It was Zion at 2 last time.
Okay,
at 6
2.
we have someone who I thought should have been higher on the last list, but he's a small forward on a Western Conference team, recently signed an extension.
Brandon Ingram.
Yep, Ingram at 6. At 5, we have someone who was in was also talked about last time in the last game. He's won Rookie of the Year.
John Morant.
Yes, John Morant. So the other list had Zion over John. This list has Ja over Zion. So it's interesting. I don't know.
Well, if
Um,
you just another second, because we got to be updating every single second. The 76ers have included Ben Simmons in some trade packages for Harden, but yeah, we can keep going.
Okay, we'll get to that later.
Yeah,
okay. You think Ja is better than Ingram or Zion?
No, I don't think. I think Ingram's better than all three of them.
Yeah, I think Ingram's. I think Ingram's. Yeah, I think
I
Ingram
think
should
he
be
is too. Yeah, for sure.
at
Yeah, I
four.
guess.
Four, we have my guy, um, power forward slash center.
Bam.
Yup,
Let's keep it going.
Bam at four. We got the respect for Bam. It also showed a video of the block on Tatum. I'm about to watch this real quick before we move on.
Nah.
Okay. We'll move on to three. Three, we have someone that we talked about. I think Bam should be higher than this guy, but maybe I'm tripping. Point guard, Eastern Conference non-playoff team, had like the worst record in the league
Trey.
last year. Yeah,
Trey.
Trae
Trey,
Young.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then at two, we have small forward slash power forward.
Jason Tatum.
Yo, Jason
Give me
Tatum.
that. How is he two though? Who's got to be one then?
I mean, one is shit. I think one is obvious. Okay, he All-Star last year,
Luka
Western
Doncic.
Conference.
Oh,
Yep.
Luka. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean,
Never mind.
yeah.
I completely forgot about Luka for a second.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about this list?
Top.
It's good.
It's all right. It's all right. I wouldn't say it's the best list, but it's all right.
I
There's
mean,
some things in it that
all
are
these lists
sketchy.
have Zion top 10, but at least it's not like having Zion at 2.
Yeah.
Okay, are we wrapping up or are we going to talk about Harden? Because we did talk about Harden last video, but we can talk about it again.
We can just wrap up. I
Yeah,
think
wrap
we
up.
can
not
do the Giannis
too
segment
much.
and just wrap up. We already talked about Harden before.
Oh yeah, we can wrap up now. Thanks everyone for watching the episode. We hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please leave a like as usual, subscribe, and comment down below what you guys want to see from us next. NBA season starts in like 2 days or 3 days. Yeah, 5 days actually. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting. And by the time the NBA season starts, we'd have probably put out another episode as well. So yeah, games are coming pretty fast, and we're going to be updating you guys on every game that happens. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's it for us. Peace.